All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. 70, Indy. Okay, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball. X3, 218, chop. Ready.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Team 6. 56,
Mike, 56. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Fournette, a first down carry. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike, 56. Let's go.
22 top bomber, 22.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Minshew sets to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey.
He's checking.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Kill. 27.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
The 37-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7,
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the counter, Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Catch made here by Campbell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Kill.
Mike is 59.
Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Running with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Look at me. Goodbye.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Campbell making the catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
We're going to 54. Out. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 65 yards. And the Jaguars. And it's now 21-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down throw for Prescott. Going to take a shot. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. 70, Indy.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist.
Leo. Come. Now.
Fournette on the counter. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft. Protein spill. Hey, foxtrot. Deep grip.
So third and long, here's Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Count. 47. 26.
Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
49-yard line.
Here we go. Check. 59. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 188. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 188.
It's been a long day for you.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, count. 47.
Mike, 8. So we got man.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. 188.
Hey. 4 down. Ball trot.
26.
Now Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 54. Greystone travel.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Ready, break. 6-6. Pull it high.
56.
5.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Minshew sets to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Carl Nassib able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Go to 54. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 26.
Prescott now. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, Prescott again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Kill.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Campbell downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
47.
Mike 2-6. Mike 3. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go.
Watch the motion.
Yahoo!
52's the
Snap.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
On the set.
Right there, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
61. Match.
Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Second and 9. At the 1-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Watch the safety creep.
Kill, kill, kill.
Ready.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
Could be a house call. A big run by the big man Fournette, 47 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.